Hope everybody having a good day. I'm probably just gonna take down 2 videos I did earlier. It'll just be that I missed out, and it'll just be that I missed out, and I'll just leave it there. But somebody said something about Billy Graham, so I'm just gonna read this dream that I had. I dreamed that it was talking about Billy Graham. This was like a day or so ago. I dreamed that it was talking about Billy Graham, and where I live, there's 2 streets. You know, one of them is called West Avenue, and one of them is Fite Street. F-I-T-E is how you spell it. So I was at the corner of West Avenue and Fite Street, you know, where I live, and there was this store, you know, that used to be called Billy Moore's. And, you know, been going there since the early 80s, and it turned into a restaurant. But in my dream, you know, I was going to this store called Moore's, and you know, then a voice said, you know, as I turned down Fite Street, you know, where I was at, it's probably 100 feet down Fite Street. Then a voice said, as I went, it said, Billy Graham was of the Illuminati. So I drove a few more feet, you know, to the store, cafe, restaurant, you know, which it is now on Fite Street. And then a voice said something weird. It made that hot Cherie and Marie. I looked at the parking spaces, you know, still on the street, closest to the building, and I'll show a drawing of this in a minute. The parking spaces, the first one was not lined up with the other 2. You know, 2 diagonal and 1 was straight. Well, this ditch between the 2 and the 3rd one made it practically impossible to safely park or get in and out of the 3rd parking space. Because of this, and you know, because also there was a wall that was right behind where you would back out, and you could not swing out wide enough to pull in the parking spaces because of this wall. And that one parking space was about impossible to get in because of the ditch in the wall, just to make it clear. And the wall was like in a, you know, a little thing between Fite Street. It was like a 3-foot concrete median. And this was keeping people from getting into this store, you know, called Moore's. Well, then I heard a voice say real loud, Billy Graham was a 33rd degree Freemason. And it kind of faded out. And then I heard the song by Pink Floyd called Sorrow. And the ditch kept many from getting to this store that was called Moore's in my dream. And, you know, Moore's in my dream, was kind of fancier merchandise, you know, like the much nicer stuff. And, you know, everything in there was top end or top notch, and you know, some of the best in the whole town. And you know, I woke up and here's what I saw. See, this thing here, you know, was Fite Street, and I came from this away. And see, this little median was where this wall was. Here's that 3rd part. Here's the building here. Here's that 3rd place. And the other 2. And then the driveway right here where you come in and then Walker Street way over here, and this was all parking. And the thing was, you had to get in this parking space, and there was a ditch right there that made it impossible, and you couldn't swing out because of this wall right here between Fite Street and the building. And that's what a drawing of that looks like. And that's what I dreamed about Billy Graham. Since I've had comments about Billy Graham, I thought I would just say what I dreamed a day ago, and